Kit Kats can read.
Hello people of BookTube, my name is Katie, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about something that isn't necessarily book related. I suppose it can be in books, but it's more of a topic that I want to talk about, I want to share with you guys, and I feel like I need to open up and to sort of reveal it all to you, and I hope that you'll be understanding completely, because this has been like really tough to do, and I'm finding it really hard not to get like really overwhelmed and upset right now, but I feel like it needs to be done. So basically I'm going to talk about anxiety and depression in people, and I feel like in this year it really has become more popular, a lot more people know about it, a lot more people are owning up to it and revealing that they do have it and talking about it, and it is a thing. It is a mental illness. It's like a sickness, and it isn't necessarily inherited through the bloodstream. It can just appear throughout anyone's lives randomly, and I only just recently discovered that I seem to have the symptoms of anxiety. I haven't been to a doctor because I'm one of those people, I don't like to make a mountain out of a molehill, even though I do, but I just don't want to. And yeah, I'm really embarrassed. But a friend came up to me and she sort of showed this like picture of all these symptoms, and they did really describe how I've been acting and what I've been doing, and she was like, I completely understand how you feel and I'm with you completely. And I read them and I was just like, that can't be me, I can't have this. Have I been like this my whole life? I don't know, but it's only sometimes when people bring something up to you do you realise how you've been and the way you've acted and stuff, and it's just bizarre. And when I showed it to Sean, he was like, yeah, it really does describe you, and I was just like, this is bizarre, that there's a reason that I've been acting like this, and it's just really weird. So basically anxiety is kind of like a mental illness where your brain is just sort of overthinking every little thing all the time. It's not necessarily a big thing. For example, when it comes to text messaging, it can be the fact that you reply to somebody and then they haven't replied back to you. They may have seen the message, they just haven't replied, and your brain just sort of overthinks, and it's just sort of like, why haven't they replied? Have you annoyed them? What did you say that was wrong? And then you end up overthinking, and then you read back your messages and you're like, when did I say something that was wrong? Or it could be the fact that they've messaged differently somehow. They may not be sending as many kisses at one moment, or like one word answer or two word answer, and you're just sort of like, okay, they're not messaging the same as they usually message, like have I done something wrong? And your brain just goes into an overload, into an overdrive, and it can't stop thinking these things. So then you end up messaging again and you're like, have I done something wrong? And you start asking them these questions, and it might not be the fact that you have done something wrong, it's just the fact that they could be busy, they could not be able to reply at the time, and you know, but you can't help but feeling that, and that's exactly what goes on in my brain, and I'm honestly trying to stop it. It's really not a nice feeling. I don't like feeling it. I know it has caused a couple of problems, but I think now that people have realised that I have it and that is how I behave, they've been a lot more understanding, but I don't like being like it at all. It really is horrible, and I don't mean to be like it, so if I ever have with anybody, then I am sorry, but I can't control it, and I'm going to try my best to overcome it, but it's not a nice feeling, but I just have to sort of try and overcome it and be like, look, they're not replying because they're busy, because they can't reply. If they will be able to reply, then they will reply, and I just need to get that through in my head. And when you message a lot, sometimes people can sometimes see that as being really clingy. They're like, oh my god, they're just sending me loads and loads of messages, this is crazy. We don't mean to be like that, we don't mean to send so many messages, I don't mean to. And then when I look and I'm like, oh my god, I've sent like 10 messages at once, they're gonna think that I'm some sort of really clingy, obsessed person. But luckily the people have been really understanding, and I am honestly grateful for that. And this goes on towards like the next sort of subject, where it's like we cry quite often we get really upset and emotional over the smallest of things. I mean, I do. I just, you know, you overthink something, or you know, for the fact that you feel like you've upset somebody, or the fact that they're not replying, what have I done that's wrong? And then you end up getting really upset over it, and then you cry, and it really isn't a nice thing to feel. I mean, I'm a very emotional person. The funny thing is, I don't tend to really get upset and emotional over books. I do with movies, but not books. And real life, real life is the worst. I cry at almost anything. Cry when I'm happy, cry when I'm sad. I sometimes wish I wasn't that sensitive, but unfortunately it's just how I am. People with anxiety can be set off on the littlest of things, the smallest of things. Something might have happened and you might think, oh, they haven't replied, or they're messaging differently. What could that be? And then your mind thinks until like, what could have happened? Like, oh my god, what if they got hurt today at work? Or what if this happened? And it's horrible. All in all, anxiety can then lead to depression, which is a horrible feeling. You can wake up one day and just feel very, very low for no reason whatsoever. There doesn't need to be a reason to be depressed. You will just feel the lowest of the low, and nothing can get you out of that. And it is really horrible. I've literally woken up so many times feeling really down for no reason, and my nan is always like, oh, it's just the weather, you know, the weather does that to you. I mean, the weather can do it to me. Like, when it rains and when it's really dark, it does tend to make me feel down, but there are just some times when, whether it's the atmosphere and a certain feeling, but it sort of like drags me down, and I really, really don't like feeling like that at all. I feel like I turn into a monster. I personally like to stay away from people when I'm feeling like that, because I could easily cause an argument, I could easily do anything. I could put everyone else into a really bad mood or a really down mood by being down, and you can't help how you feel when you've got anxiety and depression. It really is horrible, and I'd love to know like where it's come from with me, because I feel like as of late it kind of has got a little bit bad, but I'm going to try and do my best to put myself in a better mood, and do my best really, and try to be positive, because I know when I feel down that my friends and people who care about me feel down around me, and they don't like to see me sad, and I don't like to be sad myself. I know, like I say, I can't help how I feel, but I don't like to be like this at all. I want to be happy Katie, I want to be smiley, and these two things are what is making me not read as much lately as well. I may want to read, but this sort of feeling is what drags me down and puts you in a mood of, I don't want to do anything today, I don't even want to get out of bed. It's horrible. I always try to find things to do. I tried to film a video, which is what I'm doing now, because today has been one of those bad days. I try and find something to do that will eventually knock me out of the mood. I know that people will get fed off of me now and then, which is why I like to stay away from people. Today I've managed to turn my phone off for a few hours to sort of stay away from the world, because the world is a horrible place these days. Come on, those Paris attacks and everything, who wants to live in this world anymore? But yeah, it doesn't really fill you with the best thoughts and feelings either, but I'm going to try and overcome it. But I just basically wanted to announce this to you guys, that this is what I've been going through, and this is what a lot of people go through every day of their lives. Some people have it a lot worse than I do, so I've got nothing to complain about. So I'm sorry if this sounds like it's a really sort of moany video where you're sort of like, what are you moaning about? There's a lot of people far off worse than you. I know that. I want to make you alert that this is a thing, this happens, and I just wanted to let you guys know that unfortunately I'm one of those people that is kind of suffering from it, but I'm going to try and overcome it. I'm going to try and be better, and I'm hoping that 2016 is going to be a better year for me. This year's kind of had its ups and downs, but I'm trying my best anyway, and that's all I can do. I'm really grateful for the friends and the people and the family around me that have supported me in this, and I hope they will continue to support me. And if any of you guys are suffering with anxiety and depression and need somebody, then please honestly reach out to me and maybe we can help each other. But that's all for this video really, so thank you very much if you have stayed with me and watched this video, and if you leave nice comments then I'm grateful for that too. But thank you very much, and I'm sorry this isn't book related, and I promise the next video will be, but I just wanted to do something that's a little bit different and to make people more aware that this is a thing. So thank you, and keep smiling, keep reading and be happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.